welcome back to my channel. So now I am explaining the histology of lymph nodes. So the lymph nodes, these are the bean shaped structures present in the cores of lymphatic vessels. So the lymph passes through the lymph nodes, right? So before returning back into the systemic circulation, lymph passes through the lymph node. This is a point you should remember. So the microscopic features of lymph nodes are discussed here. You can see this is the lymph node where I am drawing. So I have completed the drawing of capsule. So this outer region is called capsule, which you can see here. So the capsule is made up of a connective tissue and it is pierced by efferent lymphatic vessels on the convex surface of the lymph nodes, and numerous trabeculae arise from the capsule and enter the substance of the lymph nodes. So these are called the trabeculae. So these structures are called the trabeculae, and that is the capsule. And so first point you should remember that the capsule is made up of connective tissue, and the second point that you should remember that it is pierced by efferent lymphatic vessels, and the third point you should remember that it has numerous trabeculae arises from the capsule and enter the lymph node. These are the points that you should remember under the heading capsule. So the lymph node is basically divided into three parts, that is capsule, cortex and medulla, and we have discussed about the capsule. So let's go into the second part, that is cortex. So here the cortex is also divided into two parts, that is outer cortex and inner cortex is also called as paracortex. So you can see except the capsule, this region is called as outer cortex. So this is the region called as outer cortex, and this region is called as paracortex or inner cortex, and the pinkish region is called as medulla. So these are the three regions. So we have discussed about the capsule. So now we are discussing about the outer cortex. So cortex is darkly stained. You can see it is bluish in color and it is darkly stained, which is stained with hematoxylin pencil. So it is stained peripheral part of the lymph node, which is lying underneath the capsule. So this outer cortex is present. So this outer cortex is present underneath the capsule. You should remember that is the first point. And these outer cortex is divided into two parts, which this cortex is divided into outer and inner cortex, which I have said. So the outer cortex, the main important points are outer cortex contains B lymphocytes, which are arranged as the peripheral lymph nodes. So I am writing the points of capsule, which I already said to you. So I want to show you the diagram that which I have completed here. So you can see here. So this is the outer cortex region which I have said to you. So the outer cortex mainly contains B lymphocytes. So the points you have to remember that the outer cortex mainly contains B lymphocytes, and which are arranged spherically as lymph nodules. You can see many lymph nodules which are arranged here. So these lymph nodules contains B lymphocytes. You should remember that. And some of these nodules show light stained zone in the center. This light stained zone in the center is called as germinal center. You should remember this is the second point of outer cortex. And the outer cortex also contain antigen presenting cells, the follicular dendritic cells. So it contains B lymphocytes. Actually in B lymphocytes we see antigen presenting cells, AP cells, which you learn in +2. So remember that. This is all about the outer cortex. And coming to the inner cortex or paracortex, so the inner cortex consists T lymphocytes. In outer cortex they consist of B lymphocytes. So you should remember the point that both of them contains B and T lymphocytes, but majority outer cortex major percentage is B lymphocyte, and in paracortex major amount is of T lymphocytes. You should remember this point. And this is about the inner cortex. So coming to the medulla, so the medulla is here. So this is the medulla. Medulla is very light stained, which is with eosine. You can see here, and it consists of many medullary cords. These are the cords called medullary cords and medullary sinuses. Medullary sinuses. These are the medullary sinuses and medullary cords. So the medullary cords are the extensions you can see here. These are the extensions of inner cortex or paracortex separated by medullary sinuses. And these medullary cords have mainly B lymphocytes. We have learned that outer cortex contains B lymphocytes and inner cortex contains majority of T lymphocytes and majority of B lymphocytes, and in medulla also we have majority of B lymphocytes. Plasma cells and macrophages are also present in the medulla. These are the points that you should remember about the medulla. So let's go to the sinuses, and we have three sinuses. These are subcapsular sinus. So the first sinus is subcapsular sinus and intermediate sinus, which I didn't remark it. Okay, I will remark it. And medullary sinuses is the third one. So what is subcapsular sinus? So it is present between the capsule and outer cortex. So this is the region of subcapsular sinus where it is present between the capsule and outer cortex. So this is all about the subcapsular sinus. So the second one is intermediate sinus. It is present on both sides of trabecula and connects subcapsular sinus to medullary sinus. So what it is saying that these are the trabecula, you can see here. So intermediate sinus, it is present on both sides of trabeculae. On both sides of trabeculae, these intermediate sinuses is present and connects the subcapsular sinus to the medullary sinus. So this is the medullary sinus. So the trabecula is connecting the outer cortex, means subcapsular sinus, with the medullary sinus, and that is the intermediate sinus. And what is medullary sinus? These are the anastomosing sinuses present in between the medullary cords in the medulla. So you can see these are the medullary cords. We have another medullary cord. In between there is a sinus called as medullary sinus, and below the medullary cords also we can find medullary sinuses. So you can remember the point like these are the anastomosing sinuses present in between the medullary cords in the medulla. So this is all about the lymph nodes, guys. So I think I have explained it so thoroughly, you can learn it. So this is all about the medullary sinuses and all about the lymph nodes. Thank you for watching my video. If you like it, please do subscribe and hit the bell button, and like, share and comment it. How much did you understand, where I go fast or slow? So please do tell me. Thank you for watching my video.